Hello everyone, it's Jodi. It is Thursday, so that means it's my time to come on and show you what I've been stamping this week. So today I'm going to use the stamp set Driving By, which is one of the free options you get this month during the celebration promotion. Just real quick review, this is our celebration brochure. You can view all of the options online as well. But when you place a $50 minimum order this month, you get to choose one of these items for free. And then in the back of the book, there are also a couple of options here that are free with a $100 order. Now, every multiple of 50, you get to choose. So for example, if you did a $150 order, you're going to get to choose up to 3 items for free out of this book. Plus, actually, when you get to 150, you get Stampin' Rewards too. So there is a lot that you get for your money this month, and it's a great time to order to get all those free perks. Okay, so this is the card that I am going to create for you, Driving By Just to Say Hi. And again, it's from the Driving By stamp set. That's one of your free options. I'm just going to pull out that image and attach it to my block. I just wanted to show you quickly how I did this. You can see there's some embossing on the smoky slate with that brick background, that embossing folder. This I am inking up with the Memento Black and just stamping down here. And then what I want to do is show you how I colored it. Now I often show like watercoloring with our water painter. I show Stampin' Blends, but something I don't show too often are our watercolor pencils. And these are really fun and easy to use. So I'm going to pull out, actually gonna do some different colors too. I'll just pull a few out and see where we end up here. And I know I'm going to need basic gray and black. So they all are exclusive Stampin' Up! Colors, and they all have the name of the color right there on the pencil. So what's neat about watercolor pencils is that I can take my pumpkin pie and just kind of scribble almost in this area where I want the pumpkin pie color to be. Now I can do a light scribble like that. Let's take my blender pen. This is what I use to blend the color with my watercolor pencils. It's dual tipped like this, so even though I have this fun glass that I keep all of my watercolor pencils in, I do not keep my blender pen in there because I don't want one of the tips to dry out. So I always store this horizontally. Now let's go ahead and blend the color back here. Just kind of go over it. And you can see it's quite a bit lighter than what I had here. And that's absolutely fine if that's the look I'm going for. But if I want it to be a little darker, I just use a little bit of a heavier hand as I kind of scribble in that space. And I can totally go over what I already blended to make it darker too. Okay, so then as I come back, now it's getting more of what I want it to be, just a little bit more vibrant. So I'm just going to quickly shade this in. And now what I need to do is change colors. And so all you do with the blender pen is kind of swipe it. You're not going to see it as much on this scrap as you would a white piece. But when you swipe it like this, any color comes off. As soon as it's clear, you're good to use it on the next color. The tip might discolor just a little tiny bit, but it's still good to use. So let me come around here and get some black in the tires. Just kind of, again, just not coloring like every part of the image like you did when you were little with crayons in your coloring book. I just have to get a little bit in there that I can blend. This is basic gray, and I'm just doing a light shade in there where the wheels would be. And then again, I just go back, blend it. I'll do the other tire while I've got black on there. Swipe it. There you can see a little bit. And then I'll go back and do that gray. Swipe it again. I'm going to try some different colored balloons this time. So this one is Rich Razzleberry. So I'll get some of that in there. And this one is Coastal Cabana. And then we'll do a Daffodil Delight. So just have some different colored balloons. And then same thing, go back, color, swipe, just blend it, swipe, and blend it. Now you can see that these are pretty close to one another. Obviously I didn't stamp the greeting here, but the one little thing that I did here that I haven't done on here yet is just simply to take my gray watercolor pencil and just really lightly kind of sketch some color as a shadow under the car. And there's nothing super precise to this. I'm just kind of going, you know, underneath there. I could add some gray there. If you're more of an actual artist, you might be able to do some more impressive shading under the car, but this works for me. Just blend it ever so lightly. And it just really changes the look of that, just to give it that little bit of a shadow. Now, I will say when I do my watercolor pencils and blender pen and Stampin' Blends for that matter, anytime I'm coloring, I like to use a thicker piece of cardstock. So this is our thick basic white. I also use obviously the thick vanilla or our shimmery white cardstock. Any of those are good options when you are coloring, whether it's adding water, blender pen, the alcohol markers, whatever it is, you just want a little bit of a sturdier cardstock. So this is the finished product, but we can change it up however we want to, add whatever colors we want. I'm kind of curious, do you like all Coastal Cabana balloons or do you like the mix of colors with the balloons? Pretend it's got the greeting on there too. So that's what I have for you today. Just some simple playing with watercolor pencils. They're a really inexpensive way to get started with coloring. You can use the blender pens with them like I showed. You can also use blender pens with the ink right off of the lid of your ink pad. So you can use the blender pen for more than just watercolor pencils too. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.